Welcome, children of the universe, to a space that I started for awakening your worth. So, you are children of the universe, and I have actually abbreviated it to COTU because it's easier that way for people to understand. You're children of the universe, you know straight away you are KOTU. That's how I pronounce cooperation to you and me. So, in this space, you are safe, and it is a space that I open so that you can think for yourself while you're listening to me. Hello, welcome. I'm Peggy Ang from Kuala Lumpur. I'm a coach, and I also concentrate a lot on the awakening your worth. And this morning, I actually requested whoever is interested to come and join my space whenever I go live at 9 o'clock in the morning, because some of you need to have a very hectic day. Some of you have yesterday leftover of emotions. Some of you don't know who to go to. Some of you feel that your life is just smothering you. I mean, in other words, you are breathless and you don't know what happened. Okay, so morning session is purely conversational and also very much of uh, be in the moment kind of thing. So evening session, I will address question that comes into my page or comments that you wanted to say in this page. Hello, Mr. Sim, see you're back. Hello, Dai. Hello, Sufa. Su. Okay. Hello, May. You're back. Thank you. Yes, I said I'll address your question. Two questions that you asked, right? Thank you for coming back, May. Let me just wait for everybody to come in. Like, thank you. Because I used to do my live at 9 p.m. and by the time I complete it's about 10 p.m. And after that my brain is so active because the inner dialogue that is cannot hear. Okay, let me just then I better put on my earphone. You can't hear. Thank you. Because I'm in a space that is not soundproof. Give me a second. Good. Thank you for telling me. May, thank you. Really appreciate that. Too soft, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I think, okay, let me just. These are the small details that if you don't tell me, I don't know. Thank you, May. I really appreciate it. Mr. Sim, you're in. I haven't seen Constant. I haven't seen Sunny. Now, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me so that I can continue to talk more energetically. So I was just explaining, saying that I used to do my live at 9 p.m. and after that live, my brain is full of so many ideas and thoughts because the children of the universe are so energetic, and then I cannot sleep, and I will sleep around 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 a.m. and it's not good for my health. So I decided to change to 5 p.m. and I'm glad that you all make a point to join me. The reason why I changed to 5 p.m. is because the co-working space that I am in, one of the owners helped me to go through my parts again, and then I know that I have to change my timing. So can you hear me now? May, can you just give me a prompt? Hello everybody, thank you for coming in. Hello, how are you? I will wait until 5 p.m. before I start, okay? It will be easier that way. Hello, Mr. Sim, you are in.
Thank you. I am really looking into your recommendations, and well, it come at a very good time. So when the energy is right, the vibration is right, like people like yours so beautifully comes into my life, and then you give me ideas. Yeah, there is no good or bad, wrong or right. Uh, it's just you. You know, when you are in this space of mind, nobody judge you if you don't judge yourself. Because if you, anyway, I think like Mr. Sim is into this vibration and also awakening journey, he will understand what I mean. And I believe there are more people here who are in the same boat as us. And the reason why I'm so passionate about sharing, opening a space for life in TikTok is because when I was doing it in Facebook, I do not get to do the what you call it interaction as well, because Facebook is a different pool of friends, and I might need you all to go into Facebook when I'm in China because I'm going for holiday from 27 to 5th of June. So I got to really ask you to be kind and go to Facebook to watch my live. Okay, Mr. Sim, what did you say? We have not gone into the topic, yeah. So, yesterday I learned dark manifestation and dark chosen. Wow, that's really very brave of you. It's not easy. So these are the things that this space allow. You are allowed to share what you think that you went through and be kind, because only the kind people are here. I don't know to say because, right? Give yourself a thumbs up when you know that you're kind. And May also mentioned a lot of people. Well, I mean, she named Singaporean, but I believe a lot of people do not like to comment. So even if your English is not good, you can type in Chinese. I will do my best to understand because I'm learning Chinese too. And Malay also you can type. Don't worry about the vocabulary or whatever. If I don't understand, I will ask you. That will be an opening for you to easily go into this page. No judgment, yeah. They are saying my internet connection got problem. Are you in? Can you just prompt me? Because nowadays the internet is pretty chaotic here. So give me some indications that I am still alive in this life. Otherwise, I'll be talking to the air. So for user with numbers, if you don't mind, you just type in your name because you know uh, you are who you are. That's why you come into this page. There's no bad people, there's no evil people. You are just you, and you have done things the way you wanted because it aligns with what you are doing or how you have been brought up. And the lighting here, I hope you can see me well because it's a small room. There is no aircon. Okay, may you like my jacket because I also like it. But the thing is, it's very hot here, and I am putting on the jacket because it will help people who are with me. They know it's me. That's my authenticity brand, in other words, and my little one. So I cannot find a place here, and I used to I used to book a place. I was pretty happy about it, but it's costing me a big sum of money to do that. Until I can afford to do that, please stay with me along the way I am. Okay? Because authenticity is what I sell. And you can ask any question, and if I can answer, I will answer. But it is always from my perspective, so you don't copy and paste and then uh, bulat accept it. Bulat in Malay, it means that, well, simply say you copy and paste. Don't do that, okay? Because in awakening your worth, it is a journey. It is not a destination, and there are many tools that you need to use, and you need to go and learn a different way because the culture is different, your environment is different, your life is different. So there are no two similar kind of people, even though everything is same. And learn to accept that. Okay. Now it's only 4:57. Let's get more people to come in first, and please help to share my life. If you don't know what is how to share, because somebody asked me, she's so cute. She said how to share. Oh, I told her, you just use the arrow. I think some of the viewer here also help to teach her, beautiful people. So when you are in this room, please be yourself. Be nice to yourself first. Settle yourself down. I know it's coming to 5 p.m. You're getting ready to go home. Uh, I have to really, what do I want to really say is that when you're in the room, that means you are ready. This, regardless whether it's traffic jam, no traffic jam, you will just stay on, and then you are actually thinking while I'm sharing. It is a totally different kind of platform from many other people doing it. You see, my way is that I will share what I know based on my own experiences as who I am, and from the comments that come, the story that people brings, and also the client that I coach. So there is no one fixed solution. Okay, just think about yourself, beware of who you are now, be present for your emotion. So whoever comes in, they are adding values to your being. It's like when you if you put two glass, you do a test, because I've done it, and also scientifically proven. If you put two glasses of water together and you just knock one of the glass, and the water vibration will be seen on the other glass where you are not knocking on. That is the power of vibration. Everything and everyone around you are vibrating, and they are vibrating in coincidence with your vibrations. So whenever you come to a bad situation, be thankful, because you are uh, in a way given a chance to have your bad karma or whatever karma that is due to you to be removed. So keep that kind of emotion intact, so that you can be growing alongside with me. I Okay, it's 5 p.m. I promise May if she come in at 5 today, I'll answer question. So welcome, children of the universe. I will use the word koto, COTO, children of the universe. Because if I use too long, all the hashtag will go haywire. So children of the universe, once again, welcome to my page, Awakening Your Worth Through Inner Dialogue. I'm Peggy Ang. I'm from Malaysia. I use English most of the time because all my educations in coaching and life, what do you call that? Coaching is also in English. So if for me to translate it into other language, it will be a bit difficult. But for coaching session, I can do it in Mandarin uh, and English. I can Malaysianize it. Only Malaysian will understand what I mean by Malaysianize it. We talk rojak. In one sentence, we can have all sort of rojak. So welcome, welcome, honey. Welcome, Beach Boy. Thank you for the flash goal. I think your entry allows TikTok to give me some gifts. So when you share my life, I got more to share with you too. So, May, are you in the house? Let me just address your question. You ask what you mean by awakening. Uh, Guys, boys, girls, everybody, what is awakening? You see, I am sharing from my own perspective what is awakening. About 12 years ago, my daughter now is 26, no, 14 years ago, I have this kind of feeling that something is missing. When everything's supposed to go right, my business is running like the top form. I'm making very good money for the company. I have very good staff. Thankfully, I always have very good staff. But I always feel that something is missing. And I couldn't find the answer. So I spent a lot of time thinking about it. I asked a lot of questions to people, but I just couldn't find it. So slowly through the years, I swam through the layers of confusion of who I want to be. And then I realized who I want to be is actually a mask that people give me. Imagine who you want to be. Why should you create who you want to be? That's when the awakening began for me. I should be who I am. All of us come with a set of intelligence and wisdom, and all those intelligence and wisdom was diluted by the way you're taught up, you're brought up, by the way you are being taught. It's not that the system is not good because everybody is doing what they think is good for you. It's like when your parents tell you, say, okay, you do this, it will be good for you, and you believe because they love you, right? But the thing is, sometimes you just know that it is not for you no matter how good you are. I have an instance where a friend of my client, he told me, yes, what you say is true. You know, I have a this person who give me a sorry, I got cut off. Anyway, I was telling halfway. So they say this son of the friend, uh, the family, all the children are either engineers, teachers, or surgeon or something like that, except this person that he don't know what he wants to be. So the parents arrange for education and tell him what he should be. And the problem that, not a problem, I will call that was a space of time depression start to seep in. And he just don't know it is depression. And thankfully he managed to swim through it, and then he went to the college, complete the study, and in the end, when he graduated, he gave everything back to the parents and said he's going to do what he likes. He have completed the parents' dream. Now, is it wrong or right? I want you to think about it. So this is also awakening. How many of you realize that this is also awakening? Except you might use it in other words, you might use it as wrong, right? That's it. But it is awakening because you know who you are, not who you want to be. So these are important things that you must understand. So, are you going through it? Take a moment to reflect. You know, awakening, there is no A, B, C, D, E to C. I can't give you that kind of clarity. If I say I can, I tell you I'll be multi-millionaire. I can't. But I can walk with you, be the coach for you when you are ready for the awakened journey, for the awakening journey. Because without you, nothing is awakened. It's just fables, stories that you hear, things that you think you want to do, but you don't want to commit. So in awakening, you need to commit, and not just commit, you need to sacrifice. So don't think that it's just an easy thing. I awaken, that's it. No, that's not awakening. That is what I call shock sendiri. Okay, so that was the first question, May. I hope you get it. Number two, how you find about awakening. So I do not really understand what you mean by how you find about awakening. I guess from my perspective, when you ask that question, it is about what caused me wanted to walk in this awakening journey. Am I right? Is that what you want to ask? Well, if that is the question, I have answered it just now. But it is more than that. It's still a journey. You see, every time I awaken, there's another layer that is coming out. It's like cleaning layers of, uh, you know, uh, dirt which have been covered for decades. So every time you uncover, you clean up one layer, the other layer will come up, provided the present time you do not do any more harm to yourself. So if you have not awakened, the first thing you can do for yourself is be present with your emotion and don't cause yourself any more harm. Be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself. It's going to be very difficult. It's like you are operating your soul. It is really difficult because when you are in the awakening journey, there are many things that you need to face. Your truth, who you are, your status, what they give you, your being. What are you being now? Are you being who you are you just a CEO, a boss, a son, a daughter, a wife, a husband? So the being is very important. For me, I'm being me. Nameless, but emotionally full. You need name because we are taught the name. Otherwise, you cannot describe. You cannot go into my TikTok page, right? So that is just a title that is given to you so that you can be categorized. But in your own life, you shouldn't be categorizing things like that. So, in awakening your worth, I have explained it the way I'm doing it. You can do it differently. You can go and seek it out once you found the light while listening to me. You can leave my page. It's okay. Nobody is going to judge you. The loyalty you have for me will remain there when you start to awaken yourself and when you start to shine. And I can feel it. So thank you for awakening your worth on your own while you're in my space. Okay. Now let's go to today's topic, which I'm talking about is decluttering does not means discarding. You know, the book that I'm reading is called, let me just bring out, I think this is, I'm doing my best to finish because I have to return the book. The Secret Life of Clutter. Okay? Now, the thing is, when you declutter, the only thing we have been taught is that you need to throw out everything that is not of use to you and keep the things that you think is of use to you. Am I right? Is it how you do things when you declutter? Now I share what I learned from this book. When you do decluttering, you need to come to the awakened stage where you know that you are discarding things that are of no use to you. That is where the inner dialogue become very effective. Because if you are taking out a thoughts and you say, okay, this person treat me badly and I still have the grudge. I still have the grudge. I still hate this person. I still dislike this person. And the more you talk negative about this kind of emotion, the worse it becomes. So when you declutter, it means that you think of this person and the past emotion that you have, and now it's time for you to discard it. Yeah, you just discard it. You don't keep it into IOU file that you want to go back and take revenge, that you hate this person so much and you're so happy when this person face any kind of bad things going their way. So don't do that, because the only person who got hurt is you. The only harm karma is bad still you. So what makes you decide to do things that is harmful to yourself? Right? So decluttering is pretty simple. Start with decluttering, and I have already shared how you can really do it. You first have to be aware of your inner dialogue, because the thoughts that comes into you is transformed into inner dialogue. Should I, shouldn't I? Okay, this is what happened. So should I do this or should I do that? Then the next thought that will come in is that, oh, what will people think? Right? And then you forgot to be kind to yourself. You just do things to please other people, and then you blame everybody else except yourself for the outcome. So, children of the universe, you are the smart one. You are in this room. You are in the room of awakening your worth with inner dialogue. So, use the tools. You can arrange accordingly towards your own way. Okay, how you want to do it. But I have shared what I will do. So, in the awakening, you have to be careful of your thoughts. So, the awareness have to be there, and then you start to declutter. So how do I declutter? I have this traumatic experience in 2024. I think during the Chiming period, 8th of March. You see, I still remember. So I have not decluttered. I mean, I have decluttered, but I have not discarded. right? So this is one thing that I have to learn to do because it's still hurting me, though it is not that painful anymore. The scar is still there. So what I do is I discard by looking into reframing the words I speak to myself. So every time this thing comes to me, initially I used to curse and swear and wish to God that this person will face the worst mishap in the world, and then all the bad things. Yeah, and it doesn't make me feel better. It make me feel worse. Even when I'm telling you now, I still feel that kind of pain, but I don't feel that kind of revenge anymore. So then slowly I understand that whatever is done to me is helping me to be better than before. So nothing is permanent. Impermanence is what you call uh, anika by S.N. Gyongka from Vipassana. So impermanence is there, and I'm convinced by myself through the inner dialogue that impermanence will happen when I decide to shift the inner dialogue towards elevating myself to a higher me. Is that easy? Is that easy to do? What do you think? Well, it was difficult, but things become better because impermanence allowed me to return to myself. That is one point. So your inner dialogue need that kind of energy, the positive energy and the vibrations of the universe energy in the frequency of recovery, and also in the frequency of wanting to be the better person than before. And then there are cases where you have people who blame their mishap on anyone and everyone that they meet. So when you are on the awakening journey, 99% of the time, these kind of people don't come into your life anymore. You will miss them somehow. Why? Because they are not vibrating at your highest level of realization. If they have, they would not have this kind of thoughts. So now look around you. Who is creating that kind of energy that you don't want and you allow it? Because this is where you can do changes, yeah? So you do the changes by setting up barriers to keep your energy high. Don't even think about keeping people out. Because when your energy is high, then those people will not come into your page. They will somehow leave you by default. So when you have your inner dialogue, you must always think in the highest level that your thought will create vibrations too. And those vibrations are energy. And the energy will give you opportunity if you use it well, and you will get your result. This is how the rich people make it. Yeah. So in the aspect of awakening, there are many aspects of it. There is some emotional one, some is towards work or career, some is towards a family relationship. But then when you start to awaken yourself and you vibrate at a higher level, all this will go away. I forgot. Okay, all this will go away because your energy of what you want to create for yourself will encourage that kind of flow. You just need to start somewhere, ask yourself, are you better today compared to yesterday after you have dealt with your inner dialogue? So are you aware? You honestly aware of your emotion? Are you aware that you are present for yourself, or you're still looking out, see, oh, who is looking at me? I have to be like that. Or who is looking at me? I have to be like that or like this. You are still hiding behind the mask. And when you're hiding behind the mask, you only can create the vibrations that you don't want. That is other people's vibration, and you fall into the trap of other people vibrations. Yeah. So you ask yourself, keep asking yourself, am I here for myself? Am I enjoying my life? Am I doing everything I could for myself despite all the trouble? And I will accept the pain as it goes. Yeah, my manifest is super strong. I pray over it. Yes, when you manifest, you need to have a very strong word. Sometimes I manifest, I mean, long time ago I started manifestation, it doesn't happen because I was thinking about things that I want instead of things that I can create. Right? Thanks, me. I hope you have more or less managed to catch what I mean by awakening. There is no one fixed answer. It is how you want it be, how you want it to be done. It is all your own way. And my space here is for you to come in whenever you feel like coming to share, or whenever you feel that you need that kind of vibrations that this space give, right? So it will be good to come in. I am a manifest prayer. Yeah, good for you. God bless you. Yeah. So keep doing that, because when you are doing it for yourself, then people with the same energy will vibrate, and we can 10x that kind of emotion and that kind of goodness, so that more people are enlightened, because you will see a lot of headless people soon. Headless people is really sad, right? So do what you do best. I do it my way, by being here in the space, sharing my life, sharing the way I think, and also um, appreciating your present. I really do, because every time when I go off from the live session, I'm really very happy somebody out there is doing something, and that will be a blessing, because every time you help someone, you are actually helping yourself too. Thank you, Maylin, for coming in. So remember, what I mean by awakening, you have to have these few uh, thoughts or emotion. Number one, you have to be aware of your present situation. Where does it come from? Is it inner? Is it outer? Is it influenced by something else that you can't even know? Note that now. Number two, be honest. Yes, yes, no, no. There's no in between line. Okay. Number three, be present. Be present with yourself. Most of the time we are present, but our mind and thoughts were somewhere else with someone else. This often happens when you fall in love. You don't, you don't really remember who you are, or you are in a bad relationship. Your mind already gone there. So what you need to do for yourself is pretty simple. Okay, awareness, honesty, presence, see clearly. Clarity is very important. You must really be clear what is affecting you and be honest in the sense that, well, I make a decision, that's why I'm affected. Okay? Don't just blame any other people for being there. GPP, you are here. Thank you for coming in, right? So, Ben, thank you for coming in. Then you also must be responsible for your emotion. You don't just throw tantrum because you just want to throw and then you get into trouble. Actually, if you are so kind to yourself and you are awakened and you know your worth, tantrum don't comes into it. You know, that day we were in the Zumba class, and then I told my teacher, I said, no, I'm not going to dance this dance because I just don't like it. But she have always been a very good teacher. There's no problem with her teaching that dance. There is no issue about that dance. It's just that I don't like it. I don't know why. I've been going for the Zumba class for nearly 3 years, I think. But this dance, I just don't like it and I don't do it. Uh, I say, was it my ego? I don't think so. I do more stupid things than this. So I'm still trying to find out. But I'm very kind to myself, meaning that I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. I do my best to uh, learn, but in the end, I decided to be kind to myself. Say, I know I won't be dancing this dance. That's it. Close case, right? So, do you dare to do things like that to your bosses, to your husband, to your wife, to your children, to those around you? I dare. And a lot of people that knows me now say that, well, she always speak her mind. And I had to learn how I speak my mind, because when you speak your mind, people might not like it and they will send you that kind of vibration that uh, might not sit well. And I do my best to be in the best form when I say no. So you must also learn how to say no, and that is very important. Thank you for coming into my page. This is a space for everybody, so you can just put your comment. And also in awakening, you need to be observant, especially in your inner dialogue. When I started to talk about inner dialogue, I have been super busy and I love it so much. I have been having this kind of inner dialogue for years, but just never pay attention to it. And then when I started to share on my Awakening Your Worth live 1 month ago, I discovered that the value of inner dialogue is so rich. It can give me so much. And now I'm using the inner dialogue to share the process with you, and also using the inner dialogue to redesign my website. Yes, I designed my own website. I didn't notice my website went off track until I went in and then I said, oh my God, what happened to my website? Now I'm redesigning it, so you will not be able to see my website yet because it's still in work in progress. Okay, so fair enough about awakening. Now you see we have a manifestation warrior here, so you all can you know watch out for her in her TikTok or whatever she is appearing on. Thanks May for offering. There's Mr. Sim also. Mr. Sim is also someone who is on the journey. So I hope more. Even if you are not teaching, you are not sharing, by changing your energy, you are changing the world. Sound grand, ah? It doesn't sound grand. It sound massive, because we don't want people walking around headless. Yeah. So Awakening again is not escaping life. Awakening is become conscious of the life. And sometimes you don't like it. Yeah, you don't like it. Like I used to hate it. I hate it because the pain that it caused me. But now I learn to be kind to myself. So I really enjoy it. Yeah, the pain's still there, but I enjoy it. I always answer what people ask honestly. Good for you, Sakura. Mm, that is what I call authenticity. But do they like it when you answer honestly? Hello, Asma. Hello, Tan Ing. Thank you for coming in. You know, awakening is becoming conscious within life. That means you know there is something you need to settle, but you just don't know how to do it. So if you are having too much of those, I don't know how to settle it, then I will encourage you to look for a coach. I am a coach. You can approach me or you can approach any coaches that you like. Sometimes not especially something better than them. Yeah. But Sakura, you will face less and less of people who don't appreciate your honesty. Keep your eye open, keep the energy high, vibrate at a frequency of awakening, and share sometime later, see how it feels. What did you see change? Right? You don't need to change or transform to a new person. You just need to be you. People will say, change, change. I hope she change. I hope she change. We actually shouldn't change. We just need to be ourselves because that is what we are. The only thing you need to do is discard the influences that is mm, stopping you from growing. I think that would be the word because for me it is that way. I'm doing everything possible for people and then they just forgot me and I feel insulted. I felt insulted. Now I don't care. I just do things that is uh, is what I want to do. And if I don't want to do, then I just don't say anything. Actually, it takes a lot of effort. There are many times I want to offer help, then I remember if people don't ask for help, don't give because you're taking away their karma. This is one thing you must remember if you're on the awakening journey. You are not selfish, you are just being kind to yourself. Remember this, okay? So when you are awakening, you will also notice a lot of trigger. You will notice that how come now I have lesser friend? But I want you to look back and think. You might have lesser friend, but are you having better quality friends? That is a big difference. Hello, Luto. Welcome in. Hi, Sunny. You're in. So ask yourself, if you have changed and you have awakened your worth, people that are your friends, did they change? Am I awakened? Luto, you have to ask yourself. Because awakening is a journey that each and everyone decide on their own, and the level of awakening differs from one to another. So, do you think that you have awakened? You know, before awakening, many of us are reacting automatically. After that, you notice that you start observing how you live. Loto, have you started to observe how you live? At least that is the minimum you need before you start awakening. I am not sure it's uh, not wrong because you're not supposed to be very sure. Yeah, that is when you are starting to awaken. I'm questioning my life. Good job. So you are having inner dialogue, right? Start questioning and find answer. Do not be afraid of the answer. You just need to be um, truthful to yourself. It's not wrong not to awaken, yeah. I am encouraging awakening your world because the value of it bring you that kind of comfort, that kind of joy, even in pain, and also it brings you wealth because you become a better person. Losing my old habit. Now, Lutu, the old habit, is it good bad habit or bad habit? You have to be very defined on this. If it's habit, okay, good, congratulations. Thank yourself for doing that. Have you done that? For those who have not awakened, yeah, you are good. You are on the journey. But you need to sacrifice, you need to understand, you need to be able to forgive yourself if you have it done wrongly. Okay, it's just that it's a process, and sometimes it go through different level to reach the awakening. So keep going and keep us updated for those who are awakening or not awakening or whatever journey you are on. Yeah, then let us know how you do it because we are people from different background. Luto said, I'm spending time more on myself. I lost interest in people. Yeah, I guess you are. How do you know when you are awakened? Yeah, good question, right? You will know, Sakura, because your habit change. You be very kind to yourself. You only think of yourself not because of selfishness. You think of yourself, you treat yourself like you treat the loved one. You speak to yourself with so much love that people just feel very safe around you, and only the good ones will come to you. So you don't have to be afraid of negativity that comes contaminating your word. I once starting to question about religion. Is that normal? No. Uh, no, in the sense that uh, it is right for you to question, as long as you don't debate it, because we don't know the real story behind all religion, though it's written in their holy book. So you either believe or you don't believe. You don't go into argument. When you go into argument, you are not being kind to yourself because you are just arguing based on your belief without considerations on other people's religion or their belief. So Sakura and Luto, as you are awakened, when you notice, you will notice that you will accept people regardless of who they are, their background, their religion, and you feel very comfortable with it. Yeah. Luto, it is your choice. As long as you feel you're comfortable with it, any religion is a good religion because I believe God is always good. The Creator are always good. So there is no end to awakening because it is a journey. As you think that I'm expert, yeah, I think I'm expert because I've walked through at least 14 years of awakening journey. So I can speak better, but I'm still going through different level of awakening. It's getting deeper and manifestation become better. I meet people, it's that kind of feeling that, you're welcome. even though nothing happened, even though you don't need help, even though you not seeking, people just come and help you. You know, when even the universe is answering to you, then do I have problem? I still have problem because my past life, I don't know who I am. I could be a murderer, kan? So it's very difficult for me to be 100% perfect, and I'm not looking for that. So Luther was saying that was before I questioned everything about life. That was before. Okay. Accepting everyone could be difficult. I don't like selfishness. Ah, Sakura, you use the keyword. You need to learn how to reframe. What kind of people you like? I am not encouraging you to accept everyone. I'm encouraging you to shine so that people of the same vibrant frequency as you come into your life. So you don't need to choose who you like or who you don't like. You just need to tell yourself, okay, what kind of people I like. Nowadays, I don't think about things I don't like, even though it comes into my thoughts. And whenever I come to my inner dialogue, I ask myself, okay, how do I reframe this? Because I need to change the sentence in order for the frequency to vibrate. Now I don't feel comfortable in a room full of people I don't like. Yeah. Luto, I think you are setting up a barrier. Yeah. Okay, Sakura, you like honest and reasonable people. Could think along this line and observe it. Let me know next time I go live and see what kind of environment you are getting, right? So Luto, in awakening your worth, you need to set barrier. You need to block up yourself so that your energy is high and you can talk to yourself more constructively and you understand the situation better. So this is part of awakening. Are you awakened? Only you can answer. But honestly speaking, awakening is a journey, and it's a lovely journey because when you vibrate in the frequency that you choose, you know, you are owning so much power. Yes, you already on the path. You are beginning to awaken. So you have to go through a lot of inner dialogue, Luto. You really have to go through a lot of inner dialogue. So use the 3 steps that I encourage people to use. So let me just look back at because I'm using it frequently. Sometimes I forgot the actual word that I'm using. So let me just look back. Give me a second. I give you the exact word that I have really wrote down. With Sakura, do you mean only think about positive thing? Thinking and actually having the emotion are two different things. If you are thinking about positive thing but your emotion is, you know, it's like no lah, I don't like this kind of feeling, you know, I still think that way, then it's not working. Okay, it is an inner dialogue that you need to ask yourself. I like honest people. Let me see, what did you write? Honest and reasonable people. So in your inner dialogue, what makes you choose these two categories? And in order to choose these two categories, what is your emotion at that moment? And what kind of thing it brings you? Once you have this in order, then it becomes your new software. And you don't even need to think positive. It will come every time you just think of people, the honest and reasonable people thought will come into your mind. You need to practice this. You need to practice this. Okay, now Luto, you say, are you awakening? Now you need to let me just. So Sakura, did I answer your question? Thank you for the question, yeah. Guys, girls, thank you. Uh, you need to understand when you are awakening, you need to have a barrier. Okay, fine. So you cannot just have a barrier set up and that's it. You know, when you set up a barrier, you need a cement, you need sand, you need water. So in setting up the barrier in your life, you need to have a few levels to consider. Thank you for your like. Please share my life so that we have more people with the same kind of energy and we grow faster together in the awakening journey, because we need to grow faster because the world is getting too crowded with people who have no idea where they are going. So level 1 is awareness. What am I feeling right now? Okay, Sakura, you can use the same system when you think about who you want to be associated with. Okay, what am I feeling right now? No judgment, just being, just noticing, don't judge. Then you go to the second stage, which is conversation. Why is the feeling here? Why is the feeling here? Why it tends to be harmful, or we what kind what is the why is the feeling there? Like you say, you don't like people who is dishonest. I guess dishonest because it equals to honesty, right? So ask yourself, why is this feeling here? The dislike, yeah? Don't judge, huh? You just use compassion, ask, get curious, not reactive, meaning that you ask yourself, why do I have this feeling? Ask yourself with so much love that you know you are thinking and you are assessing, because the data in your subconscious mind will fit your thoughts, and that comes in the inner dialogue. Okay, so be so compassionate, no judgment. Remember, don't judge yourself or others. You just concentrate on the question. Okay, number 3 and the final one is only 3 steps. It's very easy. Alignment. What choice reflect who I am becoming? Now, if you choose your friend the way you want them to be, so what choice reflects it? What makes you decide these are the category of people you want? And then when you have all this in order, it becomes your new software. It's like your AI got another information. So use that kind of ability to convert your external thoughts into internal clarity and then reinstall it as your new AI. You see, all these are free things. You just need to practice maybe 1 week. It all depends how much you love yourself, how much you are awakened. Some people take 3 days, some people take 1 day, some people take 1 year, some people never even saw that coming, right? So we don't judge. You are allowed to use the way you want in awakening. Because when you align by asking what choice reflects who I am becoming, you are taking action. You see, a lot of people around the world become who they become with the environment. If they are in a bad environment, they become bad, even though they are a good person. If they are a bad person in a good environment, they become good. So learn from Lupo, his method or her method, that you need to set up barrier. And if you start to enjoy the time of being alone with your thoughts, it simply means that the awakening journey already started. I don't mean that you go and hole up in the cave and then meditate and manifest, yeah. Because we are not all of us are manifester or we can meditate. Okay? So we are just pure human being, goes with the flow of being human, being who you are, being kind with yourself, and then move. So I hope this view can give you some kind of indication as where you are. Start with something small, like Sakura starting with something small. Just friends, yeah. You can start with career, you can start with families, even start with yourself, your hobby, anything that gives you a different thoughts about who you want to be against who you are. How do you deal with people whom you don't agree? Honestly speaking, Sakura, I seldom get this kind of people now. If I do, I keep quiet because whatever you say, they will not listen. And then you will go into argument and you get offended and then you don't feel good and then it spoil your day, it spoil your moment, it spoil everything. So I don't give that kind of power to other people. If I don't like it, I will go through the three process and then I keep quiet. I find so much peace now. And sometimes these people are just my partner. People that I see every day. You know? So I keep quiet lah. There's no harm. Thank you for the roses, Sakura. So please let them know you appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate the rose. Thanks, Sakura. But it will make me happier, much more added value when I see you next time and you tell me what is the outcome from you choosing what type of friends you are using the inner dialogue. Okay? Thank you for the rose. I really appreciate that. And if you can, please share my life whenever I go on because you and me, we don't know how many people we can help, but we do what we can. Okay? Now, most of the time, a lot of people don't understand awakening and they dare not ask. And I am thankful that at least today I have 3 person who openly ask. So you see how beautiful this space is. Nobody judging, nobody say anything, just asking question and then reflect on their own. And when they are asking, you also learn, right? So please do that. I am coming up with another session on uh, another topic, but it's awakening your worth through inner dialogue, which I'm still researching. So for the time being, I hope I have answered your questions. And if you need anything, you can email to me. Okay, let me type my email and then we can share. Uh, okay, let me just type my email for you. Okay, you just where should I put? I think you can find my email. Okay, never mind. I will make a point to put it into my profile so you can email me. And please excuse me for not giving my phone number because a lot of scammer nowadays. So I don't pick up phone. Not because I don't appreciate it. It's because I I am still awakening, so I don't have that strength to block scammer yet. So a reminder, you are only disconnected with yourself, you're not broken. So in awakening your journey, you are just aligning back to yourself. Okay? Stay with that thoughts, go with the flow, be kind to yourself. Till I see you again, Peggy signing off. Good night and be sweet. Bye.